Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm going to do a quick tutorial on how I highlight and contour. Let's get started with our foundation. I'm using the NARS All Day Luminous Lightweight. My shade is Cadiz, but remember, these are going to be showing the techniques. You just will know the best shade for you. Now use just a damp beauty blender to even out the foundation. This is probably one of my favorite tools. If you don't like it, you can use a regular foundation brush. But to me, this gives the most lightweight, even finish for your foundation. Now I'm going to go into my BH concealer palette, and I'm going to start highlighting and also perfecting the skin tone underneath my eyes. So I chose something pretty similar to my tone, and then I'm going to go back over it with a different concealer that's a little lighter, and this one's from Maybelline. Is their Fit Me Concealer. So I'm going to just stack that over it. If you have redness or any other discoloration, you can use a corrector palette, but for me, I don't encounter this problem, so I just use two different shades of concealer to get the perfect shade. Now I'm going to use this concealer wand just to highlight my nose, and then I will now just blend it with my finger, and then the excess I will apply to my Cupid bow just to have a little highlight there. And I just make little light strokes on the forehead to start highlighting, and the same on the chin so it radiates out more. And then just use your damp beauty blender, the same one, to blend down this foundation. Foundation concealer, same difference. I'm doing this after letting this kind of do the baking technique on my face for about 10 minutes. It will warm up the product, and it's much easier to blend then. And if you want to see the makeup I'm doing for the eyes, stay tuned. Now I'm getting my contour palette from Anastasia. I'm going to be working with Havana and Espresso because those are my contour shades. If you're more fair skin, use your appropriate shade, or if you're darker, use a different shade that works for you. And I'm doing what I call my 2-minute nose job, where I'm chiseling out the nose. So I'm just taking a small shader. This one is from DH Cosmetics Sculpt and Blend Kit. And I'm going to start shaping out that nose, and I'm going to also do the bulb. So I kind of run everything around that nose area so it's a nice, beautiful contour around. Now you can just use a big fluffy brush just to blend. And I mostly use Havana for this. Now I'm just taking a NARS 28 brush. This one's discontinued, but they do have one similar to it now. And I'm going to start carving out this area of my contour for the cheeks. And I'm just dragging it down the side of my face like so. This brush is such an amazing tool, it's not even funny. And what you see me applying first is going to be Havana. It's not as strong as espresso, so I usually start with Havana and build the intensity of the contour. I'm also going to blend that contour on my side of the nose with the same brush. This brush is life. Now I'm going to drag it on the lower part of my jawline. And if you're doing your contour there, it's a very easy way to blend. Now I'm going to be layering that little bit of espresso on top of this contour here, again, just to build up the intensity. Now I'm just going to take a different blender brush from my BH Cosmetics kit and blend out the contour. So I blend it a little into the highlights so there's no harsh lines, but just do very small movements so you don't drag the product all over the face. Now I'm going to clean up my contour with just a highlighting powder. This one's from Bobbi Brown, but you can also use the Ben Nye banana powder to get the same effect. And the Ben Nye has several different tones, so does Bobbi Brown, that can suit your needs, and I'll link them below. And I'm just tapping this on top of the concealer there because it'll set it. So that's another reason why it's nice to use these shades of powder, to keep your highlight but also to set that concealer. And I'm going back in with that same shader brush, the blending one, the fluffy one. I'm losing my thoughts. And blending all over my face. Now let's go ahead and add some blush, and I'm stippling on the NARS Orgasm blush. So I stipple on the color and aim to have it between that line of the contour and highlight, so everything will blend seamlessly. Now I'm highlighting with the golden shade that was with that NARS blush, and I'm also mixing it with my Hard Candy bronzer as well. And I'm using the shade Tiki, I believe. But just choose your favorite highlight. And we're all set and done. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned to learn how to get this eyeshadow look right here. Bye.